Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be a Masters level game between ViKinG and Geoff. Here on port Aleksander, the Ladder Edition. Top left-hand corner, the red Zerg player ViKinG. And in the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran player Geoff. Alright guys, TVZ here. It's a higher level Masters game than the one that I posted last week. One player was Diamond 1, one player was Masters 3. But these players are both Masters, I want to say Masters 2? Maybe Masters 1. I don't know. Anyway, you know one of these players, right? If you have been watching me for a while, you know one of these players, and they send me excellent, excellent replays. So if you clicked on this, keep watching. Alright, so Port Aleksander. We have a new map pool, but this was not played on the new map pool, apparently. Hatch gas pool here from ViKinG, and one Rax expand from Geoff. No surprises in the early game. I'm going to assume this is a Reaper. Ready? Set. Reaper. And it's a Marine! Oh, Geoff! Geoff, you've ruined me. It's a Marine first. SCV comes out to scout to see what's going on, sees the Overlord and says, oh, that's some easy pickings. Easy pickings for my Marine to kill this dude, because these boxes are not high ground. These ones are not. And I'm pretty sure, I want to say these ones aren't either. Maybe this one and this one are. We'll have to see. I always forget exactly what's high ground and what isn't on these maps, because I have the short-term memory of a goldfish. Alright, so drone coming on down to throw down a third base. SCV hot on his tail, though. Hot in pursuit. Going to try to stop this from happening, and does successfully stop it from happening. Annoyingly, this Overlord is not making it to the high ground. Two Marines hammering at him. Yeah, he toast. Bam, sucker. See, this can't be high ground, or else he would have gone right here. I mean, probably would have lifted the barracks and killed him anyway, but still, Overlord dead. That is the benefit of going for a Marine first, is that you can kill Overlords with them. And I guess maybe killing an Overlord might be better than forcing out some Lings, which Lings come out anyway. And maybe getting a drone kill. I guess the scouting's pretty important stuff, too. The Reaper is really great at scouting, and Marines suck at it, especially at this stage of the game. So, Marines are out looking for some Overlords to murder. There's nothing over here, though. It was just the one. One came over, one kind of scouting the southern section here. Lings are looking for the Marines that killed one of their friends. And I don't know if they're going to find them. The Marines are exposed out here on the middle of the map. There's only 3 of them, but there's only 3 Lings here, too. Just kidding, 4. 4 Lings here, too. There is a bunker just finishing in the nick of time. The Lings show up. The bunker is done. The Lings want nothing to do with that, even if there's not a Marine inside that bunker. Just get on out and leaves 1 Ling at home. Is there a third command center? Nope, definitely not. So the Terran player is not going for a crazy macro style at all. Just going for 2 bases right now. Tossing up his first starport. It's got a factory over here, which he is using to produce tanks. So by golly, Geoff is not harassing at all. In the first 5 or so minutes of this game, I don't know if I like this, Geoff. I really don't. That's a Roach Warren. Right, and that's a third base. And really, if ViKinG were smart, he'd be droning so hard right now. But I worry he's preparing for Hellions when there aren't any. I mean, I guess you do have to prepare for a Marine tank push, but that comes later than the Hellions would. And you can drone until right before that tank push shows up. And it's slow. They're slower than Hellions. Tanks take a while to cross the map. So I think ViKinG might be making a bit of a mistake here. Oh, he's going for a Nidus. All right, man. I guess that works. I guess a 3-basing Roach Queen Nidus is going to be fine. I should have noticed he hasn't saturated this third base at all. So that is a pretty big tell. You're going for that network fusion core on the way from Geoff. And that's a tech lab. Dude, is he going Battlecruiser? Battlecruiser opening is really good against Roach Nidus. You have to have like 5 queens to really hope to deal with a Battlecruiser, and if you don't bring 5 queens with you, you're just dead. Dead in the water. Oh, the Nidus gets scouted by the Marines too. Great positioning here by Geoff, recognizing the threat. Is there a tank out? Yes, there's a tank out, and there's a handful of Marines. This could go really bad really fast for Geoff. That Battlecruiser is nowhere near complete. The queens are here. They're spreading creep. Roaches are ready to rock. 5 more Roaches coming out all the time. Is that all he has? This is a pretty interesting Roach attack right now. He's going to try to get rid of this gas, which will slow down Battlecruiser production. If that's what Geoff is planning to do. Is he abandoning this place entirely? Seems like he's abandoning his main entirely. He can't handle it. The tank is not enough. The Marines are not enough. He went Battlecruiser rush, and he's getting punished for it. Oh, another knight is coming up in the natural base, though. Oh, that's problematic for Geoff right now. Bruh. Say the roaches. They come out. Is there tank fire? Nope, single tank fire here, recognizing the threat of his own SCVs. Oh my gosh, if he gets... The Battlecruiser's going to pop, and there's only 3 queens here. Remember what I said about multiple queens being necessary to do this thing? All right, Battlecruiser present. Liberator here too, getting some extra shots off. Huge presence by that Liberator. Not enough tank to make it happen. Transfuses or not. Battlecruiser saves the day. The starport is saved for now. The roaches are all gonna die. Battlecruiser with 1 kill already. Liberator with 3. Dude, don't let him kill your fusion core. Come on, man. Okay, not gonna do it. Battlecruiser DPS is pretty great. Tank shows up and it's just not... Oh! Starport does get taken down by Corrosive Bile. That was pretty good. Alright, but the important thing here is that Geoff is alive. Creep is spreading up all the way over this way, though. 2 roaches versus tank. Nope. Bonus damage versus armored says no. Also, Battlecruiser. 4 kills. I mean, Battlecruiser rush, guys. Serious, serious business. It's really good. Another knight is here from ViKinG. I'm going to point out, he's not droning up back home. Remember that third base that wasn't saturated? It's still not saturated. He's trying to kill Geoff now. I am not convinced that is the best idea he's ever had. Boy, roaches, queens. Nidus in the main finally gets cleaned up. Creep tumors get wiped out too. But Queen's forcing a liftoff on the natural base now. ViKing's getting some stuff done, guys. He's not winning, I don't think, but shutting down the main base and shutting down the natural base of Geoff at different times, obviously. But yeah, there's the BC, and again, you don't have 5 queens, so you pretty much just have to go home. It's incredible. I mean, 3 queens at a time are being produced, so I think if you can come back through, maybe one more Nidus attempt with the extra 3 queens, he can do this thing. How many tanks are there? There's the 1. Another Nidus attempting to happen here, but that armor's been nerfed to 3. Changelings getting... Wow, all 3 Changelings dying to 1 tank shot, and the Nidus Worm dies. This tank doing some work, got 7 kills. It's pretty good stuff. I almost feel like if you're ViKingG here, you just want to drone up. He's worried about the jump, though. He's worried about the teleport. That's what the spores are for. That's what these queens are for back home. He's going for a Spire. All right, so Corruptors are going to be the answer here versus the Battlecruisers in a direct engagement. But you see, a smart Terran player will not jump over it there because he knows he will die. With the Battlecruiser, he will fly over there normally and slowly and then jump back home when he gets in trouble, therefore making the Battlecruiser effectively immortal. Is that another Nidus attempt? That creep is just now receding. Did he just... That must be Overlord poop. Yeah? What is this? Oh, a tumor went down. Okay, so a queen threw down a tumor. That's fair. That's fair enough, I suppose. All right, more Battlecruisers in production here. Geoff is not giving up on this unit. He did lose his starport, but he built another one over here. And he kept his fusion core, and he kept his weapon refit upgrade to give him the Yamato cannon, or Yamato gun. Why do I think it's Yamato cannon? What in my brain makes me think that is a Yamato cannon upgrade? I'm going to Google it real quick, as long as nothing is happening in the game. Well, it is... In the StarCraft fandom Wikia, it is called the Yamato cannon, aka the Yamato gun. Rainer refers to it as the Yamato cannon. So... I don't know. I'm going to keep calling them Yamato cannons, despite the fact that I'm probably wrong about that. It's cool. It's totally fine. All right. So, ViKingG, how have you been droning up, friend? You're at 46 workers on 3 bases, which is okay. Basically fully saturated here. Extra gas would not do you wrong. A 3rd base would be amazing. You don't have the minerals for it, unfortunately. And a Liberator heading on over to get something done. I don't know about making Liberators when your opponent is prepared for Battlecruisers, because it's pretty much the same thing. Queens and Spores are going to deal with a Liberator just fine. Yeah, Liberator tries to come in here, take some shots from the Spore, take some shots from the Queen. Queens are in the circles of death, though. Nice transfuse. I gotta say, Vikings transfuses are good. They are not bad at all. Overseer trying to stay alive. It is faster than Battlecruiser even without the speed upgrade. How many Corruptors do you have? 3. 3 is not enough, Viking. Viking, this is not how you play Zerg. You can't make 3 Corruptors here against the Battlecruisers. You gotta drone up. You gotta get your gas up. You gotta, like, rely on your Queens and your Spores to keep you alive. And then when you're on, like, 60 workers, you make 10 Corruptors and you have a better time. So here's 2 BCs. 2 BCs would necessitate about 10 Queens to handle. If it takes 5 to deal with 1 adequately, this looks like the number of 10. So here we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is why you have tactical jump available. When you get overwhelmed like this, you flee. I guess if the Corruptors exist as auxiliary units and support to the Queens, yes, the Corruptors are great. They showed up and the Battlecruisers were like, nah, we're out. Peace out, friends. 4th base here from Viking. I gotta say, that's a late 4th base. He got his 3rd base down real early, and only 10 minutes in, he gets his 4th. Meanwhile, Geoff is sitting on his 3rd base, already happily running. So he's winning this thing. Viking is double expanding, though, which is nice. Got Thors in production from Geoff. He is meching it against this Zerg player with Battlecruisers. Should be good. Should be just exactly what he needs at this point. Infestation Pit. About to pop here from Viking, about 11 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, the early aggression meant that really maxing out at 10 minutes was not going to happen for either of these players. The damage done by Viking and the cut to his own economy that happened from Viking just meant that, I mean, we're sitting at 100 supply, 116 supply at 12 minutes instead of the traditional. You could be maxed out by now if the early game was slower. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Viking kind of lost an opportunity there. I mean, he was getting Battlecruiser rushed, but if he scouted that and handled it well, I think he's in a great position. But as it stands, he went for the Roachnitis, and as with most cheese, if you don't kill your opponent with your cheese, you're going to have a bad time. It's hard for you to catch up. 4 Battlecruisers are here. So that's 20 Queens. Where are the Corruptors? Where are they? Some Hiders are in the mix here, too. There are 7 Corruptors. I like that number. 7 Corruptors with Queen support, especially with transfuses. Pretty fantastic stuff. All right, Battlecruisers ready to rock. Corruptors getting some shots off 1 BC, and they all jump out. That's all I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about here. You jump home, you get repaired. Your kills start to add up. 18 kills on that 1 BC, 5 on this one, 2 on this one. Throw your Motto Cannon down. Wipe out a Queen or 2, maybe get a Corruptor with it. And just, you're winning. You're trading really effectively here. Viking has lost 3,700 resources worth of units and stuff, and Geoff has lost 1,400, period. That's it. Really impressive stuff. Battlecruiser, good unit, guys. Really, really, really good unit. But Corruptors and Hiders and 12 drones at a time on the way from Viking. That's what we're talking about here, Viking. He's got 79 workers. There you go. That's your number, 84. 84 might be too many. But you know what? Let's stick on 84. Let's get a hive. Let's spread our creep like crazy. Let's get all the upgrades in the world, all the tech structures in the world, and just be prepared for anything that Geoff can throw at you here. Corruptors are going to be fantastic. You can make them into Guardians if you need to. And by Guardians, I mean Broodlords, and I'm casting a lot of Brood War recently, you guys. 4 Brood War casts a week, and I haven't dropped a Legacy of the Void cast either. How insane is that? Pretty insane. Hey, if you have a second, there is the new join button below this video, which means you can support me for $5 a month and gain access to custom emojis that are available only to supporters. Only to people who hit that join button, and I will be doing a weekly YouTube stream. I think I already started this week probably by the time you're watching this, but seriously, Beans, I'm going to be doing it. And I'm going to be playing games you want me to play. Probably going to be StarCraft, because I'm letting you guys vote on what games I play out here. And it seems like everybody here is a StarCraft fan in some way or another. So whether it's StarCraft 2 or StarCraft 1, that might be up to a vote. And I am letting, again, the supporters vote on that. Anyway, stuff's happening. Roach, Hydra. I don't know what the roaches are for. I guess maybe there are some Thors out, and by that I mean 3, with another one on the way. Plus a couple tanks, a couple Vikings. I kind of like this composition out of Geoff. It's not mass Battlecruiser. It's got a little bit of everything in here. Tanks to handle the roaches, Thors to deal with any mutas that show up, Battlecruisers for pretty much anything else, really. And it makes the Hydras not as good either. 16 drones. All right, Viking, hold on. Remember I said he didn't have to make any more? I guess he has been building a lot of static defense. He's only down to 81 workers now instead of like 89. But he really is interested in getting up to 100 workers. 97 workers is too many. Are you making a million static defense things everywhere? If you're doing that and constantly using your drones for stuff, okay. But is he just fully saturating like 6 bases at the same time? That's insane. You don't have to do that, man. It makes your army smaller. And it is. Look at this. 11 spores at a time. He's down to 86 workers. I'm kind of liking this, actually. Setting up the Great Wall of spore crawlers means that battlecruisers have a harder time wandering over onto this half of the map. Creep spread makes it harder for them, too, because they get scouted. But this is scary, man. Army supply, 126 to 98. Geoff is up big time. And, again, that worker supply difference has a big thing to do with it here. So, I don't know. Hellbat not that great against Roach Hydra. I'm going to say nice anti-armor missile hit, though. That is beautiful stuff. Geoff just wants to establish his 5th. That's all he's doing. Got his 4th base on the right side. 5th base now coming in. Just macroing his face off a little bit. There we go. Greater Spire and Neural Parasite coming in. And here comes Geoff. I don't like your creep tumors, he says. Your creep tumors are garbage. I'm going to go ahead and wander on in here and just kill all of them if you don't mind. There are 137 tumors on the map right now. ViKing's up to 90 workers again. Dude, seriously. All right, so Geoff finds this base of ViKings, which is pretty much unsaturated and really overextended. Wipes it out easily. Hellbat's doing some work here. They don't have Blue Flame, which I find very odd. If you're going to have this many Hellbats. Oh, they do. Never mind. I don't know what I was looking at. I'm a liar. All right, so Spore Crawlers and Spine Crawlers are no match for this. You need to help them with a lot of Roach Ravager Queen here, apparently, and some Hydralisks. And that is forcing Geoff back a little bit here. He's being cautious. He's expanding a ton, though. His income is actually lower than ViKing's. Again, ViKing has 81 workers right now. It was 90. It keeps going all over the place because it keeps building so much static defense. But here we go. We got some Broodlords in production. The scan recognizes there are Broodlords there if he's looking at them. Hellbats coming in on their own. They're just all going to die. Nice Corrosive Biles on those Hellbats. Oh my gosh. Battlecruisers recognize there's not much anti-air here. Although that means one ends up going down. Corruptor's fighting, and the Broodlords are in trouble. Yamato cannon on the Broodlords. Regular old Battlecruiser fire on the Broodlords. The Thors are going to go down here, but I think all the Broodlords are going to die too. Battlecruisers are sacrificing their lives to make sure the Broodlord count is 0. And it's not working very well, because there are still Broodlords here. How are there still 5 Broodlords? I don't understand. Battlecruisers are absolutely just dying right now. Geoff's control is not as good. He should have jumped those out. Ah, yes, but Thor's in single target mode. Outrange the Broodlords. And they die. I have had that experience, man. My Broodlords have gotten wrecked by Thors recently, and it makes me a sad panda. Possibly the saddest of all pandas. ViKing has expanded again, though. And expanded up north here, too, which is nice. Geoff recognizing what's going on. ViKing's APM is like 300, and Geoff's is 30 right now. That is mech. That is kind of mech for you, though. You don't need it. Hydras trade pretty well with Thors, but not at that rate. Not at a 2-to-1 number. You need more than that if you're going to fight the Thors. Blue Flame Hellions running on by this north base. Oh, he's got the servos. The transformation servos. That transformation, it just makes me giggle a little bit every time. And you know what? They're not bad against roaches when they have the blue flame and +2 attack. But outnumbered and outgunned in that position. ViKing's down to 71 workers. He's lost 11 drones in this game. He's probably turned about 50 drones into static defense, which has served him fairly well, I want to say. Geoff has not given up on battlecruisers, mind you. He has lost a total of 6. He has 4. And I don't think any of these guys have seen any battle. I think he lost every one of his battlecruisers in that final engagement. I'm not sure if he intended to lose that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think he thought he was going to win it. But the battlecruisers all died, and he was like, I guess I should replace those guys. They're pretty good. By golly, they are. Roaches over here trying to get rid of a refinery, and then battlecruiser. Papa battlecruiser shows up. Planetary Fortress wrecks those dudes, and you're out. What are those SCVs? Were they committing suicide to free up supply? Seems like possibly they were. Geoff heading north, recognizing where there are hatcheries, there are enemies. 6 infestors at a time here from ViKinG. Amazing, amazing stuff here. What are these eggs? Because they're going to die. Ah, yes, drones. They're all dead. And drones coming up here to build extractors, too. They are also all dead. Just the worst possible timing for ViKinG's units to do that. Geoff not doing a good, or rather, ViKinG not doing a good job recognizing where Geoff is, unfortunately, on the map. Awareness not super fantastic here. Fungal on the battlecruisers and the Thors. I don't think you can chain fungal these guys down. Do you have neural parasites available, perhaps? I don't think infested Terrans are what you want either here, man. The Thors are going to tear through your guys. There you go. There's the neural parasite on a Thor that instantly dies, so maybe not the best. Wow, look at this engagement. Broodlord Corruptor. Yamato guns firing all over the place here. Tanks on the high ground. This is looking pretty bad for ViKinG, I'm not going to lie. The Corruptors are doing a pretty good job against the Battlecruisers. The Thors are doing serious work here against the Broodlords, too. They're target firing exceptionally well, but they're dead. Additional Battlecruisers have jumped in. The Corruptors are trying to win this thing. They do have +1 air weapons, but additional upgrades would not be amiss. But then some Hydras wander in and deal with the Battlecruiser. And then the tanks, they should have probably stayed in siege mode, but I guess the Battlecruiser, or the Broodlords exist here. 0 kills on these 2 Broodlords? What? Broodlord's bad now, you guys. They're a bad unit. Is that what it is? Blue Flame Hellions finding an entirely unsaturated base again. But hey, they can take down buildings pretty darn well. Do they have the +3 attack? They sure do. 3-3 is done. Meanwhile, ViKinG doesn't have 3-3 for anything, nor is he working on it. Upgrades are not helping our Zerg player right now. Really should have better upgrades than this, my friend. My friendly friend, Zerg player friend. ViKinG going to try to attack on into Geoff's. I want to say it's like his 6th base. It's his 6th base, yeah. And it's not a planetary fortress yet. If these Hydras came in here and sniped this thing down before as a PF, it'd be really nice for ViKinG. Sensor tower. Oh, the PF finishes. Oh, Hellbat's got this base. That should not happen. I guess it doesn't really matter, other than a couple Hydras are going to die when otherwise they wouldn't have to. That's probably a fair trade. So base for a base there. ViKinG loses an entirely unsaturated base. Geoff loses a pretty saturated one, which means he is he oversaturated somewhere? He's out of resources in a lot of places. And here we go. Thor. Okay, so Thor, Hellbat, Battlecruiser versus this Hydra, Broodlord, Infestor thing. He needs to get rid of the Thors. There we go. There it is. The Thors are in trouble here. They get neuroparasited. There's only one Thor remaining. It gets neuroparasited too, and using the anti-air attack against Battlecruisers is so good. Holy crap, ViKinG. Winning that engagement was brilliant out of you. Hydra's attacking from distance, trying to take down this planetary fortress. Guess what's pretty good, though? Repair. Repair is amazing. Battlecruiser down 149 to 112 supply. Some Hellbats trying to sneak in the backside and make it happen. We got Battlecruiser jumping, wiping out bases on the left side here. 7 kills on that dude. Armor supply 82 to 52. This planetary fortress is immortal. It's got 63 kills. And it's gonna go down. But by golly, so many kills on that guy. Geoff is down to effectively 2 mining bases, but guess what? Guess what? ViKinG's in trouble here too. He's got Battlecruisers jumping at every one of his mining bases and killing drones and really hurting his income right now. Geoff has forced ViKinG to come back home. Geoff's 2 bases are mining. Income is favoring ViKinG here just a teeny tiny bit. 5 kills on that Battlecruiser. 13 kills on this Battlecruiser. 7 kills on this Battlecruiser. Wants to neural parasite it with this Infestor. Can't get it because it's over this dead airspace. Ooh, this one's got to be careful. These are a lot of angry Hydras, man. Jump, 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 jump. No jumps. I think they jumped here. Yep, jump is on cooldown for this Battlecruiser too, which means the Hydra should be able to finish him off. Again, 8 kills is not bad, but you're toast. It's 92 to 56 army supply right now. Geoff says, I have lost a total of 17 Battlecruisers, but I'm still building them. By golly, you bet I am. I've got 3, making some Thors here too. ViKinG, I think this is his game to lose. It's 102 to 68 army supply, 78 to 44 worker supply. Rebuilding this base should be a priority. There is, well, maybe not a whole lot of gas here. A lot of minerals, though, if you're interested in that. Building a base down here would be nice. Top right, too. ViKinG is working on infestors, which is a genius choice when your opponent is making such big-ticket items as Battlecruisers and Thors against you. 8 spines coming up as well. I don't know where. Where on earth are you building spines around his bases? I guess worried about... I mean, okay, fine. Worried about Hellion and Hellbat run-bys. Cool. I can live with it. Resources lost, 39,000 for ViKinG, 36,000 for Geoff. Upgrades still at the 222 level, although 3-3 is getting started here for missile attack and ground carapace, and +2 flyer attack is on the way here too. The thing for ViKinG is he had a big army advantage, but suddenly it's 0. It's 102 to 102. Geoff was able to remax his army effectively, get it to where he needs to be, and ViKinG left him alone long enough to do it. I mean, I understand he was refortifying his bases, trying to keep these alive, trying to make sure that he just, if he's ahead, gets more ahead. But Geoff, he took that and took it and made it an advantage here. Never replaced his 5th or his 6th. I don't know that he ever will. Look at these SCVs from Geoff pulling the boys. I don't know that he needs to do this. He's down immensely in worker supply, though. Just hugely in worker supply. All right, here we go. The Hellbats need to be dealt with first. Good fungals on them. The Infestors need to hold back. They cannot be at the front. I'm not sure that Infested Terrans are what you want here, man. That's a lot of energy for... Sure, the ViKings die. Battlecruisers getting neuroparasited. Trying to take down the Battlecruisers, but the repairs on the Thors are really good, and the Hellbats did not die. Remember how I said the Hellbats needed to die first? They did not die first. Army supply, 104 to 84. ViKinG got wrecked during that battle and lost a base and is losing drones to Blue Flame Hellions by the dozens here. In production, upgrades. ViKinG doesn't have army in production here. What does he have? He's got 5 Infestors and 8 Hydras. Oh, no, ViKinG. Oh, no. I think he lost that battle and he's done. He didn't kill the Hellbats. And I don't think Infested Terrans were what you wanted there. All right, so... Again, more Infested Terrans getting tossed out, but what's really good versus those is Blue Flame Hellbats, man. Look at them roasting up those Infested Terrans like they're made of tissue paper, because they are. Broodlord trying to do stuff, but it's only one Broodlord, and that's never a good thing. Corruptor's getting wrecked by the Thors on the ground. Suddenly, it's 116 to 107 supply. ViKinG is down, and it's 82 to 51. What? Oh, Swarm Host. What the heck? ViKinG is going into Swarm Host to wrap this thing up, guys. The Battlecruisers are like, oh, yes, please do that. Please go into Swarm Host here. Either way, these Battlecruisers doing work. 20 kills on this one, 15 kills on this one. Thor with 11, Thor with 14, 7, 12 here. Hellbats with 12, 8, 11, 14 kills. Mech is so cost efficient, especially for Geoff right now. The Swarm Hosts pop out, but most of them die. Not. Oh. And there's your good game, Geoff. Geoff is your winner in 28 minutes and 36 seconds. Oh my gosh. That was a fun game. That was a really, really, really fun game. Thors, Battlecruisers, Liberators, Hellbats, Broodlords, Hellions, Hydralisks, Roaches, Ravagers, Zerglings, Roaches, Queens. What else do you want from your StarCraft, people? Are you asking for more than this? Because you probably shouldn't be. Probably shouldn't be. Probably too greedy if you ask for more than this. One of these Thors has 19 kills. Where are you, buddy? Which one are you? 19 kills on that guy. 16, 20 there. I mean, resources lost here. 60,093 for ViKinG. 41,000 for Geoff. And again, I think it came down to that final battle. I want to say that Geoff had the units to deal with it. He needed to deal with the Hellbats first. I don't know if that was a chain fungal. I don't know if that was having your Hydras focus those guys down, because once they were dead, you could neural parasite pretty much everything else that was there and probably be okay. But instead, I think panic-infested Terrans, which, okay, great against Battlecruisers, okay against Thors, but not if Blue Flame Hellbats are around. And the Blue Flame Hellbats were still around. These guys new? These guys are new to the party. They've got some numbers, though. They got some kills. 17 kill Hellbat. 13 kill Hellbat. 11 kill Hellbat. 15 kill Hellbat. These are mineral-only units, by the way. These little guys. Good unit. Good unit, Hellbat. Good unit, Battlecruiser. Thor, pretty good. Again, that outranging Broodlord thing. Whew. Broodlords are in a bad, bad place right now. All right. Well, you know what? That's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.